Hey everybody, this is Tony. Coaching. To me, there's three big parts of coaching. First, the most important part of coaching, and this goes for sales managers, football coaches, baseball coaches, track coaches, synchronized swimming coaches, I don't care who they are. The first thing is X's and O's. I use the football terminology because I know football, that's the sport I know the most about. That's X's and O's. That's things like how to block, how to tackle, how to properly throw a ball, all those things. Those are the first thing a coach should do, X's and O's. Secondly, the thing the coach needs to do is motivate his people properly, on a personal level, tell people they're doing a good job, tell them things, instruct them. And then the third thing they need to do is tear someone down, which is very important because I didn't really talk about motivation because I think everybody here understands that. I don't have to talk about it. Tearing someone down means, let's say the player, in my context, I coach people with their calisthenics or their weightlifting programs. I've coached several people and on their diets. I've done it. Now, if they tell me that they're supposed to be, they're following the diet and so forth, and they're not losing weight, I'm going to tell them they're a damn liar. And I'm gonna tell them I don't want to work with them anymore. I'm going to tear them down a little bit because they're not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. So that's what a coach is supposed to do. And great coaches do that. My best quote on coaches was by Bum Phillips when he was speaking about Don Shula. He said, he can take his'n and beat yourn, or he can take yourn and beat his'n. So his point was that this guy could work with anybody. He put people on the team. He was an excellent football mind. He knew how to put the X's and O's, and he knew how to motivate, and he knew how to, to work with people. That's very important. And I've read several of the pages, A couple of things I want to throw out here is I love Jimmy Johnson's analogy. Jimmy Johnson's book was the greatest book on coaching I read. He explained about, he didn't say don't fumble. He'd say protect the ball because he wanted to be negative. And he would explain sometimes you have to embarrass people and yell at people in public to get them to be motivated. But that's not all he did. He didn't continually do the same thing over and over again when it wasn't working. He would try things new. And I don't agree with that. So once again, I think the most important thing a coach does is give somebody the X's and O's, teaches them the basics. In my context of being a salesperson, what's your presentation? How do you handle objections? How do you keep the customer happy? How do you properly close the deal? How do you ask for referrals? All those things are extremely important. And those are X's and O's. Now, sometimes as a sales manager, you got to motivate people because they've had some very bad luck. They've lost 3 or 4 deals that they thought they had in the bag and they're very deflated. Sometimes you've got to encourage them. And then sometimes a girl or a guy are making so much money they're not doing their things because they're too pumped up. So sometimes you've got to completely demotivate that person. I don't think if people are already not making any money and worried about their paycheck that you need to demotivate them more. I don't agree with that. So anyway, be good, be safe, work on your X's and O's, be positive, and if you get too positive where you're not doing the things you should be doing that made you successful, go back and do those things. Peace out.